Greetings everyone. In this video I'm going to talk about orgasm.
Greetings. This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
Some of you are finding it very easy to live without the animalistic orgasm desire to be hounding you every day or even weekly or even ever. Others of you are slowly removing yourselves from it, and there are many things that are going on here. First of all, if you're in the red zone, well, your desires for orgasm and sex are going to be greater than as your frequency rises. And especially if you complete the inner alchemy. Now, does that mean that you can never, ever have an orgasm again, or that you need to worry or concern yourself over infrequent orgasms? I'll say even involuntary ones, which would be considered like sleep orgasms. That's something else, because there's something in your sleep that you are fantasizing or dreaming about that is causing that orgasm in your sleep. You can stop that. You can control your dreams if you're having dreams. You can control your dreams and remove yourself the same way you would in this illusionary dream that you're experiencing, that you consider to be the real reality. But let me explain to you what happens when you have an orgasm. Besides those things which happen on the physical realm that I covered in the previous video about orgasms, I did a series on it. The orgasm costs you a day's supply from your synergy cell for the experience. When you, and I say that loosely because some of you it might be more than a day's supply, depending on the level of your synergy cell. Now, can a high frequency source player, high frequency, even outside the box frequency source player, or almost out of the box source player at a frequency level 8, can they have an orgasm once a week and not suffer too much detriment to their synergy cell and to their experience? Well, yes, they could. However, I will also add in here, that is not, when you start allowing, if you've conquered the sex drive and you are doing well, it's best to not fan the flame on something that could become addictive and cause you more problems down the road. However, if you are of a higher frequency, your frequency bodies will drop one level, one frequency plane from that choice of experiencing the orgasm. Now, if the next day you do not have another orgasm, then you will climb back up to the frequency plane that you fell from. But those who are addicted and they're having multiple orgasms a day and a week, it's kind of, a high frequency source player isn't going to be doing that. They're not going to be having that kind of a desire to be experiencing the orgasm all the time. They've gotten their minds out of that mindset. But a higher frequency source player could more afford to have infrequent orgasms than a red zone frequency source player, because someone who's in the red zone is already in the red zone and they have nowhere to go but to stay there until they can gain and at least unlock their script. If it is accidental, or even if it's by choice, with full knowledge of the cost, it is nothing to beat yourself up over. You see, all things are permissible, but not all things are beneficial. And as long as it's done in moderation, especially after you have raised yourself from the red zone and you are gaining momentum in the climb of the frequency planes, then you just need to be aware of the cost. And if you get slipped up, well, continue forward. Now, some of you have relationships that not having sex involved in them would pretty much end those relationships, because they're totally sex driven and feeling oriented, that some people think that sex is showing that you care for someone, when in actuality it's an animalistic desire. Anyone and everyone has the ability to please themselves and pleasure themselves more than someone else does. And it is mostly a mindset. This whole game is about mastering your mind. Mastering your mind. What you have control over your entire body, from your tongue in your mouth to what it says, to what goes over your lips and into your system, and what you allow near your body in the experiences that you experience. It's mind mastery. And you just need to be aware of the cost of, energetic cost of choices that you make, and be wise in the use of those energies. It's choices. All choices. Make the best choices for you in your game. All things are permissible, not all things are beneficial. Just depends on what you want to experience in this game. Now, I will also say, if you put yourself in a place around whatever triggers you, it could be the female form, it could be the male form, it could be watching television or movies with scantily clothed women or men and them doing sex scenes. These things are traps. Whatever goes in your eye gate, will have a lasting effect on you if you have not dealt with and you are still easily manipulated by the matrix. Being aware of what you're choosing to watch would also be something you need to consider. It's all choices. And you can make the most beneficial choices for your frequency climb. You can do it. Now, if you find the information and the work that I've done in the Matrix beneficial, that it benefits you, to say thank you with a gift via PayPal. The link is in the description box below. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.